I think disparity is there in law enforcement and the judicial system throughout the country, and we're just trying to do business a little better.
10 traffic.
With the idea of tackling the issue head-on, the police department decided to team up with Dr. Christopher Barnum, a professor of criminal justice at St. Ambrose University.
And this has been a long-term investment in time and energy for the police department.
Beginning in 2006, Dr. Barnum and his team set up a system for officers to collect data during traffic stops. The statistics collected can then be used to compare to the study's baseline, which is determined by census data and roadside observations that have been made over the past 10 years.
A good ballpark figure for most areas of Iowa City, both day and night, is about 10% of the drivers on the roads are minority drivers.
The goal is to identify discrepancies in the numbers.
We want to see what it is we're doing and where we can improve.
Here's how it works. Whenever a traffic officer makes a stop,
Put your window up, stay warm, I'll be right back with you, okay?
they fill out a form, regardless of the outcome.
And because there's no search done, there's some boxes to check there. It's going to ask for his ethnicity.
That data can provide a lot of oversight when it comes to finding disproportional treatment of minorities.
Whether or not they were traffic stops because of a broken taillight or any type of thing that was happening with the car, speeding, any type of criteria that was physically seen at that particular time, or if it was running of plates and there was outstanding warrants or things along those lines that our officers saw on their computers. And so those are, again, pieces that, from a disproportionality standpoint, matter to me greatly, how we're handling those and addressing those in the future.
City Council continues to see this data as a tool to improve the service our police department provides on a daily basis.
From a City Council perspective, I think that's where the community really can hold us accountable to say, hey, you have this objective criteria, you're looking at this data set, and so what are you actively making sure that the police department is looking at in regards to that?
Police see the same opportunity, using the numbers to review policies on a regular basis.
We look at it for everything from deployment of resources to just standard practices and procedures to training, and it affects all of those things.
The latest data from 2016 shows that overall, the disparity in traffic stops has gone down.
How you doing?
Doing all right. How are you, sir?
Not bad. I stopped today for 76 in the 65.
Still, African American and Hispanic drivers are proportionately stopped more frequently than white and Asian drivers. Iowa City is just one of 3 departments in Iowa to track this data.
I'm going to write you a citation for operating a non-registered vehicle.
And just having that information allows police to hold the department accountable.
It'll fluctuate year to year, I'm sure that it will, but I think we're moving in the right direction, and I think it's in large part because of this study and that self-assessment.
I think our police department has made huge steps in the work that's done with building trust, accountability, body cameras, that has us on the upward trend as we would talk about kind of overall culture at the police department and the community.
And as with any study, there is a margin of error and several variables that need to be considered. But despite its imperfections, the objective data still helps guide the department towards better service.
And there are just so many things that play into it that it's hard to say, boy, here are the 1 or 2 things that we need to fix or manipulate or do a better job at, and that will make things all better. It is hard, so we look at it and we take baby steps.
With a new police chief leading the department, the City Council sees this as a great opportunity to continue making improvements.
Having a new police chief gives us some fresh eyes. He's able to tap into some of the background that he has moving forward to see what things we could do differently.
Whether you are looking at citations, arrest, or search requests, the study is not about pointing out the flaws.
And looking in the mirror, we can see that there is disparity, we can see that there have been issues.
But more about providing an opportunity to improve them.
I have a high amount of respect for what our officers are doing and the fact that they're putting, their lives on the line on a regular basis, and I appreciate the police chief also wanting to address it in a more meaningful way so we can build that community trust.
The department is proud of the strides it has made and is looking forward to continued success with the study.
I would put our numbers up against just about any other agency, and I think that we would compare favorably. That doesn't mean that there still isn't room for improvement and that we couldn't provide better for our community, and that's what we're trying to do.